The one that
I
I
love
can't really
peppers.
wrap my head around is the one you mentioned. It was before you talked about that one. It was
Was it
oh,
the
it was the
Baja
Mountain
Blast
Baja
pie?
Blast. The
Pie.
Baja.
Baja Blast pie sort of thing.
Is
Pie.
that like a,
well, they
like
did.
a key lime pie? Is
They
that...
did. They picture the
Okay.
regular Mountain Dew. They turned that into a key lime pie, and then I think they're turning
Picture
this
this.
one into.
Picture this beverage. Now it's a key lime pie.
Now it's a key lime pie.
Do you understand?
Take the bottle, reconstruct into a pie.
Let me
It's
try
a
to make
Coca-Cola,
this
but
make
it's a
sense to someone who's
cheeseburger.
not a dreamer. Picture a beverage turned into a pie. You dumbass.
Take your small-minded, boring life and try
Give her
to
the
imagine...
one marble that Danny and I share for a brain. Here you go. Now you can picture it.
Oh,
Yeah, the
I get it.
custardy. Let's see a picture of it. Mountain Dew, but I don't know what color. What color is Baja Blast? Is it purple?
Red
think it's
40.
like this. Yeah.
Oh, it's blue.
I think she's a bright blue.
That's blue.
Oh wait, so
10.
I'm so crazy. The Baja Blast then is the green. That is the key lime. So they never made a regular one. So that is, Allie, you're exactly correct.
What they did do was,
Like always.
I think there is a
Per
mountain.
you.
There is a new Baja Blast Midnight.
Oh, the midnight one. Okay, so we're saying Baja was the original.
It does kind of look fun.
I
This
wanted
is the
one,
Baja
but Caleb was like,
Blast
"Do not buy a
pie.
whole."
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks nice. Show me the midnight pie.
I'll show you
Show
my
me
You like how
midnight
I was
pie.
like,
Show
for
me
the
your
sake of
midnight.
time, let's move on. And then if it's about Mountain Dew pie, I'm like, stop. This is
Okay,
important.
this is Baja Blast
Oh!
Midnight is purple,
Ooh.
but let me see the pie.
Oh God, this one looks like a chocolate pie. It is.
Taco Bell drops new Baja Blast Midnight. Wait, I do have a funny funny Taco Bell story.
It looks like a French
Yeah.
silk pie.
Crazy. What do they think of
That's-
next?
Funny enough, segue, French silk is Miranda's favorite fabric of 2026. So
Well,
that
fantastic.
Is that true?
Segue.
I think
Yes,
that's
No.
the perfect.
100%
That's
true.
the perfect segue back into our life. Let's include some of that in the intro, and then now let's sing the song because that is a
Yeah.
beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful moment.
And this new episode, right? Welcome back to Fangasm. I'm Danny.
I'm Allie.
I'm Lindsay. We're back, baby. We're back we're blasting back in like a Mountain Dew Baja.
Yeah, like Calvin
Um,
Klein
you-
from the 90s.
Wait, can we tell them what just happened to us when we recorded?
Yes.
Part
We
one.
must.
We didn't realize when we were recording that we were live streaming, but we were live streaming on Lindsay and I's business account. So we were streaming to LinkedIn and YouTube.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
We're on LinkedIn.
The last episode streamed on LinkedIn. That is so mortifying.
We turned LinkedIn into Kinkton.
I was just gonna say that. Like,
I had the marble.
You know, it's not. Give it back. It's yeah. I was like, we were less live streaming and live screaming, but this first, as a way to sort of do a recap in the same breath. I don't really think we said anything sexy. I do think it would be confusing to any colleagues and potential clients who want to hire a branding agency why we're talking about Devil Wears Prada and Steve Irwin and Allie's ex-boyfriend seeing all of the tail in her teeth. And actually, if they tuned right in the beginning, a 10-minute waxing poetic about the new Taco Bell.
But also, what was your last Can They Brand That? Because, you guys also have done your own little fanfic
It was
here,
umbrella
right?
hats. So, this is not that. It's more of a...
So maybe we should have left it up.
Danny, what do they call it in corporate when you make a move, a lateral move? That's what this was. It's not, this really
It was
going
a brand
from going...
extension.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
here we are,
a semi-serious
not live
HR. Now we're calling semi-serious HR.
It was this,
Honestly,
Oompa
at
Loompa, Oompa Loompa
semi-serious,
resources.
we put the semi in because it was semi-sexy and a...
it's
half-
semi-serious. Our HR approved. Approved.
Yeah.
Stamp of
Yikes.
approval.
So
Oh,
right now
boy.
right now you can find us live streaming on the Yellow Books. So where else are we live streaming to?
Where else is really... Does that mean the Yellow Pages?
Yeah, the Yellow
Or is the-
Pages.
Yeah.
Right now we're live streaming live at the United Center on the Chicago Bulls fan cam. We've ticked all the boxes.
Oh, so silly.
We somehow took over the Liv Moss new Taco Bell announcement, and it's just us regurgitating secondhand information about the menu.
We're in
a
all the
bad
yellow
way.
cabs. We're in all the yellow cabs.
We're doing karaoke cab
This
somehow.
is guerrilla
just our
marketing at
song.
its finest.
Gosh.
Oh,
well,
boy.
hopefully
See us
this
in
is just on
Times Square.
Spotify or behind our Facebook page right now. Thank you.
Well, isn't LimeWire trying to make a comeback? They could
Oh,
use this content.
Baja Blast, Key Lime, LimeWire.
Key LimeWire?
Yeah.
Pie?
well, should we do the blowdown? That's what happened to us personally. What happened in the story?
Yeah, the blowdown in the story is it is a Devil Wears Prada fic. Andy is at the office and we realize is having a dream about Steve Irwin giving an office tour, it seems like. It's sort of going in and out of the dream sequence. She sees herself, and that's sort of how we realize it's a dream. And then she realizes she's sleeping and is concerned that her sexy boss, Miranda, is going to see and get mad. Then she realizes, oh, she's not here because Eric, who we don't remember who he is, dropped off the book. But before she goes to bring the book to Miranda like she's supposed to, she sees a sliver of light underneath Miranda's office door. And against her better judgment and the voice in her head, who is her best friend Lily, but sounds like Steve Irwin still, she goes in. Crikey indeed, because there's some heavy breathing, and it is TBD if there is some heavy petting. That's where we left off.
Whew. What a recap.
Nice job.
What a recap.
Thank you. I am
also,
powered by Cheetos.
A shout out to Miss Sir
May the Baja
for this
gods-
brilliant story, this sexy dreams, Steve Irwin, Miranda.
You guys, are we sure we're not live on LinkedIn? There's a Finger Blast and Baja Blast title here.
Finger Baja
somewhere.
Blast.
Yeah.
She's going to give her a Baja Blast right in her pie. It's tough. Oh. Wait, is there anything else? No, we get to sing our song and do it? I was going to show you, Danny. Grabbed a little something.
Everyone's jazzy now.
Allie said, dress for the job you want, not the job you have going live on LinkedIn with your erotic podcast.
Fur for fan fiction, groundbreaking.
Lindsay, we just got 5 new leads. So
Lindsay, we're cooking. Millionaires.
Lindsay and I are now officially retired, so.
Hot leads, we call them.
The leads are
Very
hotter than the
warm
Cheetos, folks.
Warm and wet leads.
Yeah, the type of leads you really don't want in your inbox when it's a female-run company.
Happy Women's History Month.
We're empowered. We're a women-led agency. Humor.
And Miranda is woman leading herself on some sort of journey. Do I get to read? I feel like I haven't read in a while because my internet's been crazy.
Read, baby girl. Read.
I'm ready. Oh, we got to
read, Andrea.
Andrea, read the book.
Emily.
Landrea.
Lindsay.
Lemily. Okay. Ooh. Give me a dick.
A lick and a flick.
And a flick.
Time
Time
for us
for
to
us
read
to read
another
quick
quick
fanfic.
They'll fix that in post. It's time to get down to the thick. Okay.
Give me a dick, something real thick.
Does anyone need branding for their new business?
Quick.
So great. I'm just like I see texts happening and I'm like, please don't. No, it's not. Like someone being
Probably
like, hey,
Caleb and Matt being like,
yeah. Guys?
I've unfriended you on LinkedIn, on Kingdom. It's our world now, baby.
Okay. You guys ready? Steve Irwin, you ready with your pipes? Paul and Eric?
Lily?
Andy was trying to contain the tremor moving throughout her body, willing herself to focus again on Miranda's face. She was trying to comprehend what she was seeing, but her eyes fought her mind and it did as they pleased. Her eyes moved slowly out of the valley of cleavage and moved to the right over the curves she wanted to see bare before moving back down and over the breast on the left. Equal nipple play? Her eyes then made their way up Miranda's neck, pausing to take in the way each breath made the muscles move. Her eyes dipped briefly into the space where neck met jaw before they moved over Miranda's chin before stopping on pale pink lips. What a journey.
This is every body part. We've named every body part except like the
moving
is
over
a
Chanel's.
trace of Picasso.
Yeah. Moving over the Chanel pink shade.
Yes.
Very exclusive, 2004.
When those lips curled into a smile, a sexy, dangerous, yet somehow sincere smile, Andy's breath caught in her throat. Andy's eyes darted to Miranda's and found the dark gray blue eyes already piercing her own.
Oh, baby, those aren't dark gray blue. Those are cerulean.
Yeah.
It's funny that you think you chose those.
Okay, and Allie, do you want to be Miranda's voice, the snobby voice?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Hit it. You got Andrea.
Andrea.
It was more like a breath than a word. Andy bit her bottom lip to keep from saying something, to keep from ruining whatever this was about to be. Miranda was pretty well known for her verbal trickery and her ability to set people up with vague instruction, however. Does she mean vogue instruction? Miranda's nonverbal communication was usually honest and direct. Andy had learned quite a bit in her time at Runway, and understanding, even anticipating, Miranda's needs was becoming easier and easier for the young woman. Still, she hesitated. Knowing what she knew was not enough to give her the confidence needed to rush right in. So she slowly made her way to the right side of the desk. The right side of lamp, partially waiting for Miranda to snap out of whatever daze she was in and dismiss her right from the room. When Andy came to a stop, she was less than an inch from the glass surface, a surface she still hadn't bothered to look at. Blue eyes were still locked on brown, and the movement had Andy noticing for the first time exactly how much moisture had gathered between her legs. Oh, good time to take a drink.
Nope.
Drink every time you say moisture.
Her muscles
moisture is so hot in 2027. You just wait.
Hydration is in. Her muscles clenched in understanding, and she sent a prayer to whatever deity would hear it. Steve Irwin. He's the god. Miranda began to...
Why not?
Miranda began to slowly slide her chair away from the glass desk and back against the wall behind her. Do you think that chair is on wheels? I'm just picturing her like making a real fly.
Scuffing the floor as she went.
She does a couple spins. She's in Heelys for some reason. The movement broke Andy's eye contact, and she sucked in a large amount of air and wondered how in the hell she had managed not to see this sooner. Her breathing had sped up a little, still keeping pace with Miranda's. As she took in the whole picture in front of her, Andy felt her heart start to race. Her mouth went completely dry before she began to salivate. Her nipples hardened. Her fingers began to twitch, and the moisture between her legs began to run down her thighs. She convulsively swallowed. Miranda Priestly was still smiling at Andy, smiling like she knew what she wanted to do, like she wanted it done. But there was more. There was Miranda's face and the fact that it was flushed. There were her eyes and the fact that she was looking at Andy more intensely than any morning lookover could ever be. There was her skirt bunched around her waist. There was the fact that there was nothing separating Miranda's beautiful ass from the wet leather seat. Red bottomed. Andy didn't search for them, but she was pretty sure Miranda's panties were nowhere to be found. Miranda's hips were rocking, and when Andy's eyes landed on the hand covering her center, Miranda's hips jerked again. Andy could see the liquid arousal on Miranda's skin and chair. Andy licked her lips before sucking a corner of the bottom one into her mouth. You guys, that means she still had her hand when she wheeled back on wheels. She's just, wow. She's doing
her little joystick.
Pirouette.
She was.
Wow.
She was clicking her mouse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
She only shuts her door for one reason and one reason alone. When Miranda's door is shut, you know she's booking it. What are some, I'm not sure what a vulva is. What are some terms for girl spanking it,
Girl spanking
clicking
it?
the mouse. I guess double clicking the mouse.
Flicking her.
There's triple clicking the mouse.
Triple clicking the
There's
mouse.
double clicking the mouse with cheese.
There's clicking the rat, double clicking the rat.
Flicking her bean.
Flicking her bean
is one.
Rubbing
playing
your cat.
DJ.
I don't know.
I mean, I think
Petting your cat.
Ooh.
I don't know. I've never said any of these. And
strutting the catwalk is what I'm going to call this.
okay.
She found Miranda's eyes again. Question of permission loud and clear in her own. She had to make sure. She found her answer and more, swimming in those blue eyes. Cerulean. And as always, Andy wanted to please. Oh, and I can do this, Andy smirked. The Lily voice chimed in again.
Of course you can. Isn't this what all that research was for?
So not the point, Lily Irwin. It's not like I ever thought I'd get the chance. Andy froze at this point. Was this just another dream? Andy needed to pinch herself somewhere.
Pinching herself. That's another term.
Honestly, now that you mention it, Baja Blast. We already told you one in the beginning.
The Baja Blast.
Andy needed to pinch herself. Waking in pain was one thing, but she had never felt pain in a dream. But there was no way for her to do that without drawing attention to it. And since she didn't want anything to distract from what was happening, she bit her lip again, this time for pain, and smiled when Miranda zoomed in on the action.
In her chair. With a finger stuff.
Her smile widened, accepting the sting that was now coursing through it. During this little experiment, Miranda's smile never wavered, but the look in her eyes intensified as she raised an eyebrow expectantly. Allie, you can raise an eyebrow, can't you?
Mm-mm.
You can?
Just two, not a one.
Not me.
No.
Not me. Wow, that's the one thing your brows can't do. We found the limitations. God, 2026 keeps getting bad.
Thanks for bringing it up, Lindsay.
It's the one thing I believed in. That's the one God I believe in are those two eyebrows.
I know. Can you imagine if I could?
Oh my God.
I guess that
could you? I'd be unstoppable.
That'd be too much power for one gal.
More of a blunt force than the finesse.
Do you think when I plucked my unibrow that I severed my power somehow?
Yes.
We've actually wanted to talk to you about that.
Grow it
We
back,
brought you
baby. Grow it back.
Come on. It is coming back in fashion, so do it. Body hair's back. Where were we? Where were we? You're like, it does keep growing back. It's making a comeback. Andy moved until she was standing directly in front of Miranda, her head slightly tilted, maintaining eye contact. When she stopped, she placed a shaking hand on the arm of Miranda's chair and faked enough bravado to speak. Andy wondered if Miranda would say the words out loud, even as she understood the woman wouldn't. Is there something I can do for you, Miranda? The words were low. Is there something I can do for you, Miranda? She cringed. Miranda! It's just Steve from Sex and the City.
Hey, Miranda.
Oh, Miranda, is there something I can do for you? The words were low and she cringed at them. Of all things I could have said, she thought. Miranda simply dipped her head towards her lap and waited. If Andy didn't already have enough pain swimming in her bottom lip, she would have bitten it again. Andy watched Miranda spread her legs, making enough space. Then she dropped to her knees and took a position she could never have conceived. She reached out slowly to touch Miranda, willing her body to believe that the rule no longer applied to her. How could it when Miranda invited her to this place?
Oh yeah, wait, Lindsay. We're streaming at the church you grow up in. We're live.
We're live
on the
so
church.
Weird.
We're
actually live at your
mother's
house.
living room. That's crazy.
How'd you guys tap into Fox News? That's weird. My mom's like, oh, it's real. Mom, this is the rapture.
And dinosaurs do exist, Mom.
You guys, I found a fact that is true that I've been talking to everybody about. Why not here? About how sharks are older than trees. Have you seen that going around? And everyone's like, what? And they're like 1,000,000 years older or something. And I was talking to Meredith about it, my sister, and my mom was nearby. And Meredith's like, I want Mom to overhear this. And my mom goes, that's impossible. The Lord created the earth in 7 days. I was like, Mom, this scientific fact is not for you. Just stay out of it. Anyway, she'll love this. Keeping her eyes on Miranda, she ghosted a hand over the skin of each knee. Gosh, imagine though if this was the episode that was live the whole time.
Oh, God. Thank
So
God.
different.
I'm so glad I saw this. And then I didn't just keep going. Oh, my Lord.
Making wide circles, looking for even the slightest hint of displeasure, disappointment, discouragement. She found none. Instead, she watched as Miranda's lips parted again as she took a deep breath. That was all Andy needed to shake the last bit of doubt from her mind. She slid her hands up and down Miranda's thighs, learning each and every curve, dip, and movement of muscle. Miranda stopped moving, but she hadn't removed her hand, leaving herself covered. She leaned back into the chair, eyes still on Andy, a new smirk in place. You know how those office chairs can like go down if you like she's just like like the air. That smirk caused something in Andy to break. She added pressure to her hands and pushed Miranda's legs farther apart, crawling even closer to the woman. Miranda simply raised an eyebrow, a flash in her eyes. Andy showed a smirk of her own and broke eye contact with the woman. Instead, trailing her eyes over the skin her fingers had memorized before her mouth began to map out the same paths. She started at the knees and moved in a bit and then back out, slowly making her way towards Miranda's centerfolds. There was a small hum accompanying her action as she made her way to Miranda's upper inner thighs. She heard the sighs and puffs of breath. They encouraged her to move slower, to lick more thoroughly. The closer she got, the more convinced she was her own panties were ruined. The more Miranda's hips moved against her hand and the stronger the muted aroma of Miranda's desire became. Hey, we're speaking cool water, sun-ripened raspberry. Andy
editor
had never
editor in queef.
Chanel number 5 fingers.
It has to be the name. It has to be this episode title.
Oh, I've been hanging on to this joke. Editor and Queef can be this one. Can the first one be Devil Wears Nada?
Yes, of
yes.
Well, it will be The Devil Wears Prada.
The Devil Wears Nada.
And then The Devil Wears Nada.
Yes.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Andy had never smelled anything like it before, and instantly she decided she wanted to smell it as often as possible. When her lips arrived at Miranda's hand, she ran her tongue over the back of each finger before pulling the index finger into her mouth. Then she met Miranda's eyes again. As her tongue acquainted itself with Miranda's finger, the woman's hum became more consistent. There was a taste to Miranda that Andy knew was not just skin. She smiled around the finger and ran her nails along Miranda's skin, causing the editor and Queef to momentarily stop breathing while spreading her legs just a bit more, until they were just a touch away from their limit. Andy took hold of Miranda's wrist before switching to the next finger, cleaning each one in turn before placing Miranda's hand on the armrest. Hold on. You know I need my diagrams. She's licking Miranda's fingers.
Yes.
Wow. This is Arby's oven mitt sort of all over again. Horsey sauce. Out of the corner of her eye, Andy noticed Miranda's hand gripping the leather. The knuckles were paler than the rest of her hand. Andy placed her other hand on top of Miranda's, rubbing slowly, and made her way as far up Miranda's arms as she could before coming back down to rest on the back of her hands again. Miranda would never beg. Hell, she didn't even ask, not properly anyway. Instead, she just looked at Andy, the flashing of Miranda's eyes, the flicker of tongue across her bottom lip in conjunction with the movement of her hips. Andy knew, she just knew, this was as close to begging as Miranda Priestly ever got. Andy moved her lips back to the already moist skin of Miranda's thighs. When Miranda slid forward, giving Andy more access and herself less support, Andy slid the chair back until it would move no more. I keep picturing it very jaggedly.
Like reclined. She's like a reclining office chair.
Or it's one of those, like, are they called EAMS? Like EAMES, like those really fancy ones that sort of have a footrest, and she's just like trying to be in between there. It was secure against the wall. Then she looked up again, pressing pain and awareness into her bottom lip, hating herself for double checking, for asking again. Miranda nodded, her head moving more than Andy had ever seen, and mouthed the words, please.
Now, that's something Miranda has never said.
Never.
And I guess still not. She mouthed it, but.
Yeah. She's like, that's a loophole. She's
like, I never said it. You can't prove it. You guys, I was just thinking of office terms, and a funny one for a female masturbation would be circling back. She was circling back.
Ooh,
yeah.
Boiling the ocean.
Yeah. One of Andy's hands moved to Miranda's leg while the other crawled up Miranda's abdomen to take hold of one breast. I hope it's the other breast that she hadn't admired earlier.
The right one hasn't gotten any love.
You guys, one second. Hey, Matt, I'm recording.
Hey, Matt, I'm live on LinkedIn. I don't
just
think
gets on
you
a
understand it.
Speakerphone call. Minutes away from me.
I couldn't even hear.
Hey, Matt, I'm reading about Miranda.
This is the good part.
About to drown Andy in her pussy.
So horny.
So,
like, can you pipe down?
She just put one of her boobs in her mouth. God. You're gonna make some money for the family?
Miranda just said, please. This is revolutionary.
Mama's playing. Miranda's hand was immediately atop Andy's, holding it in place as she pushed it down onto her nipple. Andy looked away from the dark blue eyes above her and found her vision had once again tunneled, but this time it was upon Miranda's sex. Her hand moved from Miranda's leg and ghosted over folds, softly touching every inch available to her. Miranda was shaking by the time Andy decided to take a taste. She used 2 fingers to spread Miranda open and leaned forward when a very unwelcome voice rang in her head.
Crikey, folks, this really is a lucky day. We're about to witness the tasting of the dragon's juice.
Imagine the anxious voice in your head is Steve Irwin, the late Steve Irwin. Before Andy could react to the voice, Miranda let out a small groan of need and impatience, and Andy forgot a man by the name of Irwin ever existed. Andy was lost in the taste, the smell, the feel of Miranda Priestly. Encouraged by sighs, moans, and staccato breathing, everything else in the world fell away. There was nothing but the taste in her mouth, the texture against her tongue, and the nipple between her fingers. You know, is she going down on her boss, or is she eating the new Live Moss Taco Bell menu? They sound the same.
She is living Moss.
She's never lived Moss than now.
It's funny enough, they just put out a new dragon juice pie inspired by
Has it got little nipples? Soon, Andy became fascinated with Miranda's clit and the feel of Miranda's nails against her scalp. The slight pulling of her hair joined the other sensations crowding Andy's mind. When Miranda let out a groan laced with need for true release, Andy slid 2 fingers inside of her, gently and completely. She almost rolled her eyes into her head, trying to meet Miranda's gaze. Andy began to move, slowly and shallowly, watching for Miranda's encouragement. When she saw it, she slowly increased the movement, sliding deeper and deeper with each stroke. She was amazed at how it felt to be wrapped completely in this woman, to feel Miranda's body react to her movements. Andy smiled against Miranda's skin, keeping up her ministrations until Miranda reached that ultimate release. Andy's smile turned smug as she relished in her success. Miranda almost stopped breathing as her body tensed before releasing a quiet, "Andrea." Her body completely relaxed and she gave Andy a wry smile. "Andrea." This time, Miranda's voice was sharp and annoyed. Andy's head popped up and she was standing before she could blink. She had an indentation across her face from where it was resting on her arm, a small trail of drool running across half of her cheek. And when she met Miranda's eyes, her whole face started to flush. A dream within a dream? What was that movie when everything was
Inception.
Yes.
Wait, so this is just a dream?
Miranda simply tilted her head and watched the younger woman. Andy would bet her next 3 paychecks there was just a touch of amusement behind the annoyance-filled blue eyes. Andy wiped the side of her mouth and suddenly realized a number of things all at the same time. She was back at her desk. She was almost painfully aroused. She had shoes on. She turned towards the door of the outer office. Miranda was speaking, but before her words registered, Andy noticed the automatic lights in the hall were still off.
"Surely you have a home,"
Miranda continued. Andy took in Miranda's clothes, their smooth, somehow unwrinkled appearance, and her eyebrows furrowed. Her head swung towards Miranda's office door. It was open and the light was off.
"And a bed?"
Huh? Andy shook her head at as Miranda's eyes narrowed. "I mean, yes, of course I do," she stuttered as her brain finally caught up. She had no idea what was going on, but she still had the taste of Miranda on her lips and the feel of her on her fingers. And in her confusion, she broke yet another, that is, if the first time's ever happened, one of the rules. "But what are you doing here?" Miranda's face clearly conveyed that she could be wherever she wanted, whenever she wanted. She unpursed her lips long enough to ask,
"Where is the book?"
Her voice was full of impatience. Before Andy could answer, the hall lit up and she could hear footsteps. "Eric is bringing it now," she said. By the time Eric stepped foot into the outer office, Miranda had one hand on her hip and her foot looked as if it was itching to tap. He spotted her right away and almost tossed the book at her in his attempt to get away without being fired for having the book ready 2 hours late. Andy watched as Miranda rolled her eyes at the man's squeak. He walked as fast as he could without running down the hall and out of sight. Andy's attention was back on the door that should have been closed with her and her boss inside. How could it have been a dream? It felt, tasted, smelled so real. The lily voice gave an answer she didn't like.
"Well, when you want something bad."
Andy cut it off with a sharp, "Shut up." When she turned back to her boss, Miranda was eyeing her with slight curiosity, one eyebrow raised. Is there something I can do for you, Miranda? Andy was praying the blush wasn't as bright as it felt. Miranda's head again tilted to the side.
I'd prefer you didn't drown your desk in drool. Go home.
Before Andy could understand, let alone reply, Miranda was stalking past her and into her office. Andy stood there watching the lights come on, wondering why Miranda had kept her coat and purse when Miranda suddenly came back into view. Standing in the doorway, she took in her assistant's appearance.
Go home.
Yes, Miranda. Andy made her way to the closet to gather her things, already planning how she would relieve her tension. She had bitten her lip a couple times. That should have been a better indication than a pinch, right? Not that it mattered, not now. As Andy made her way to the door, she felt Miranda's eyes on her, boring into her skin. It pulled her to a stop and she turned around. Her eyes found Miranda's fairly quickly. The older woman was standing in the doorway of her office, one hand on the door and the other tugging at her necklace. The way she was looking at Andy made the younger woman's blood heat with desire. Andy felt her eyebrows slide up her forehead. Miranda answered with a wry smile before she stepped back and closed her office door. The end. The tension!
Oh, wow. The end of the story. That's the end?
Fashion, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want you in my office.
About you. Okay, hold on. When the story ends, check your underpants. Is it cerulean or not? Is it a dream or not?
I love when she woke up and she had all these realizations. And she could have been like, it's Steve Irwin's
The voice was his ghost. He died doing what
Miranda's
he loved.
And a stingray took him
Wait, you
down.
guys, I can't believe it's Steve and Miranda. We didn't even put both of those. I knew I was going Miranda, but Steve. Double Steve. Wow.
Double Steve. I am bright cerulean blue. That was so hot. I mean, like, I feel like there's a little bit of a Stockholm syndrome, like she obviously has such tension with Miranda, but clearly it's all sexual.
Instead of blue balls, it's cerulean balls. The story really did give it to
balls.
us because we didn't get a release.
Yeah.
So obviously Miranda was giving her a little of the little wink and a nod at the end. Like, hey, there's some vibe here.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yes?
sequel?
Yeah,
No.
like she was like holding it. She was like holding her necklace and her
like
clavage
maybe
and,
a little hot and bothered. Okay.
and then she raised her eyebrow and then Miranda smiled. So like that feels like in Miranda speak, that's basically
third
like
base.
let's bone.
Couture.
You guys.
Wow. I mean, is this the first episode we've ever done or story we've ever done where it was all a dream?
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
What was the dinosaur with
Wow.
Harry Potter and Neville? Was that a dream or was that true time travel?
It was time travel.
It was time travel.
Yeah.
And then we had
There was
Survivor.
a very fun Devil Wears Prada time travel one I found where they had to have sex. It was a time loop.
Oh yeah, to get out of the time.
Yeah. Like Groundhog's Day, but Devil Wears Prada.
It was very good. So if this wants to turn into a Devil Wears Prada podcast, let us know.
A prodcast. PRAD.
Devil Wears Podcast. That's funny. That doesn't exist.
Stupid.
Why not?
Oh, silly.
Wow.
I
Okay.
mean,
Well,
yeah.
we hope
Great-
we've
great time.
ruined.
Three
Hopefully
ceruleans.
we've ruined Devil Wears Prada 2 for you. When
And
you watch
Lindsay and
it.
Allie's careers on LinkedIn. So everything, as many things as we can. I hope you guys don't come back
Anything for the pod.
That's why I don't have my last name here. I'm just like at witness protect. I'm witness protection here recording this episode. So that
for this. Abominable snowman chic
Danny.
over there. We're like, he's like, I was never here.
Yeah.
Lindsay
my
Sanders
gosh.
and Ally Lefevre were soon arrested shortly after this podcast. Danny, name
Danny,
unknown,
who remains
has not been, has
on
not
the
been
lam.
found.
Wait, I have an episode. I have another episode title.
Okay.
What? One in the pink, two in the mink,
Oh, Danny,
Yes.
or
got him in the
something there.
or something.
In that zone.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay.
Well-
Well, wow. Thank you guys. This will get posted in a timely fashion. At least our fashion's timely.
Stay tuned for what's next.
Yeah. We'll be back with something else. Great. Send us any good fix you got. We're happy to be happy.
See you
Bye,
later.
y'all. See ya.
Bye.
Boy.
For an extra dose of bonkers entertainment, join our Patreon where you can access hundreds of hours of unreleased content and bonus episodes featuring your favorite fandoms, plus the ones we'd never dare to read on the pod. Head to patreon.com/Fangasm to get in on the action.
For a regular hookup, make sure to subscribe to the show everywhere you listen. And if we've left you satisfied, leave a 5-star review or higher.
For updates, merch, or to submit a story, visit fangasmpodcast.com. And thanks to thousands of other listeners, the fun never sleeps over on our private Facebook group, The Fanny Pack. Click the link in the show notes to join. Once you're in, check out the 20-plus listener-led groups that cover everything from pets to pot to pen pals.